Hi, this is Linda, and I have a really yummy dinner I'm going to make. This one I've spent quite a bit of time tweaking it because it's a recipe that I used to make many years ago when I was like 80 pounds heavier. So I've tweaked it to make it lower in points. It's only 5 WW Blue points, and you'll be surprised it's not chicken this time. I'm actually doing a beef recipe. I'm making a meatloaf, and it is a mozzarella stuffed Italian meatloaf, and it's really good. This is going to be wonderful, lots of protein in it. And I'm just going to tell you what the ingredients are real quick, and then I will start putting it together. Looks like a lot, but a lot of it's just little spices and stuff you already have in your home, so it's nothing unusual. We've got some 96% fat-free ground beef. Try to get the highest fat-free amount you can in beef, because your beef has more points, of course, because chicken is 0, but I wanted to do something different. And so for 5 points per serving, this is going to be awesome. And then I've got PANKO breadcrumbs. They're lower in points than your regular breadcrumbs and just as yummy. An egg, a couple teaspoons of minced garlic, some basil, some oregano, there's our Italian seasoning, and then I've got a half of a finely diced up chopped onion, some cayenne, just going to be a pinch of cayenne pepper, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then a quarter of a cup, I think, of almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, some Worcestershire sauce. Not quite sure if I say that right. I think a lot of people mess up on that one, but it's okay. You know what I'm talking about. And then I have some fat-free shredded mozzarella cheese, and then some deli ham that's super thin. That's also, this is going to be the stuffing in the middle of this. So good. And so I'm going to start, oh, and you can't see it behind my little sign. There's some, sorbet. Well, it's not sorbet, it's the Soupçon Gold, because they were out of the sorbet. But it's the sugar-free brown sugar, and it's replaced with, or alternative is called, it's made with that erythritol or something like that. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but so it's all natural, doesn't have your aspartame or any of that stuff in it. And it tastes really good. So all of this is going to go together. I'm going to show you how we do it in just a minute. So I'm going to get started right now. One more thing before I get started is I'm going to be making this in my air fryer oven, and that's my Instant Pot air fryer oven that I really love. I also had the Power air fryer oven before this, which is very good also. They have other air fryers that have like a basket and stuff, but I like the ovens because they're more like, a real oven. You can put a lot of stuff in it, a couple different racks, and they cook so evenly, even do rotisserie. So that's just my personal preference, but that's how I'm going to be making this recipe, and it will cook a lot quicker, and it's going to be really good. I noticed also I left out a couple other ingredients in the back, and this is what's going to go on top. There's some sugar-free ketchup. I get this at Walmart. It's the G Hughes, and I'll be adding spices and stuff with it, and also some red wine vinegar that will be going in with it. So I'm going to get started now. Okay, I've got my air fryer oven going in the back, so I'm going to try to talk a little bit louder because I don't want to turn it off because I need it to preheat. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these ingredients in real quick. I'll probably fast forward it so you don't have to listen to all the noise. In this little bowl, I've got some water with just a tiny bit of soap, because once I get all of this in here and I start mixing it around, I want to rinse off my hands. I'm going to put some clear here water also. Because that's the best way to do this, of course, is to mix it with your fingers. So I'm going to put in 1 pound of the extra lean, 97 or 98%, I can't remember, fat-free ground beef. And then I'm going to add next, I'm going to add the breadcrumbs, and I've got them all pre-measured. Here's 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs that's going to go in, and then a teaspoon of minced garlic. I've got 2 teaspoons in here because I'm going to save another teaspoon to go in the sauce, so I'm going to put this aside. Okay, we got 1 teaspoon minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of basil, dried ground basil. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon in here. This is okay. 1 teaspoon. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of oregano. Get the lid on here. Keeping it real, keeping it real. Okay, 1 teaspoon of ground oregano is going to go in next. Nice heaping teaspoons because I like a lot of Italian seasoning. And then after that, I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon, I've got these little halves here, of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Set this aside. And then next is going to be a 1/4 cup of almond milk. You can use regular milk. It's just going to raise the recipe, I think, by 1 point. So it's up to you. I try to tweak it as low as I can. You just need that extra milk to mix everything together. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of the Worcestershire sauce. And let me grab my little stuff here. And so we're going to do 1 tablespoon of it. Then we're going to have another tablespoon that's going to go in this sauce after, you know, once we get this together, we put the sauce. So I'm going to put this over here. And then I'm going to add the chopped onion, diced up real fine. This is a 1/2 of a medium onion. So it looks like it's about 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to put all of that in with it. Just throw all this into a nice big bowl or dish, something that you can mix around with your fingers. And then we're going to add one egg, just lightly beat it, add that to it. And now I'm going to mix this all together. And I'm going to fast forward it so you don't have to watch me. And I'm going to get it all ready for the next step. Okay, I turned off my air fryer oven so I can finish explaining this to you. So as you can see, I've pressed out the meat mixture, all the ingredients that I just, told you about in the video. And so now it's all flat, kind of a rectangle size. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to lay 4 thin ham slices just right down the middle. You want to save around 1 inch around all the edges clear. Don't put any meat or cheese around those edges so I can seal it up. I keep saying we, but you know what? I look at other videos to see how they do stuff and everybody says we. So I guess it's because we are doing this, right? Okay, we'll see. Okay, now I've got 4 slices of this deli thin. It's extra lean deli ham. I think it was even honey. I scanned them all and the honey ham was just as low in points, so I went with the honey ham. And this is 3 ounces of shredded mozzarella fat-free cheese. And it's by Kraft. I get it at Walmart. There's a lot of other places I cannot find it, but you know what? It's really funny because most of my ingredients, things that I get at Walmart. So I love Walmart. Get a lot of good stuff there at a good price, and things I can't find in other stores. So okay, spread this right on top of the ham, and then I'm going to fast forward this so you can see how I'm going to roll it up. As you noticed, I put a piece of parchment paper down because I'm going to use this, or you can use wax paper, either one, because then I'm going to roll it up and then I'm going to seal the edges. And I have this really cool thing here that my husband made me. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but I love this. It's got my clean plastic wrap, it's got my foil, it's got my parchment paper, and it's got my paper towels. And he's such a crafty guy, but I took a picture when we were at my sister's visiting in Arkansas a few years ago of one she had in her house that was similar. I said, I want you to make me this. And so he made this for me many years ago, and then when we redid our kitchen, I had the contractors to paint it in white to match the kitchen. So I love it. It's all right here for me to use. So now I'm going to fast forward as I roll up the meatloaf. Okay, so I rolled it up, as you can see, with the parchment paper. Wax paper is real good doing this, and it started to fall apart just a little towards the end, but it's so easy. You just push it all back together because you want to keep that cheese in there as much as possible. And so I'm trying to seal up what I'm doing right now. This is where it comes together. So I'm kind of sealing it up. You may have a little bit when it cooks ooze out, and that's okay because it's going to look really good. It's going to taste even better. It's going to be so good. So this is what it kind of looks like. I'm going to fast forward as I put it on my rack, my cooking rack that goes into my air fryer oven. Just so you'll know, here's one of the racks. This is why I like the air fryer oven. You get these nice big racks, 2 can fit in there. And so I'm going to put a piece of parchment. This is perforated parchment rounds, and they use these for like steamers. You can use for air fryer ovens, but they're round. I just found out on Amazon, because I was looking this up to tell you what these are, that they actually carry these now in a square, in 8 1/4, I think 8 1/4, perfect for this. So I just ordered me some. I will post the link to all these items that I use in case you're interested on purchasing them. It's always good to have things that make things easier. You can also take regular parchment paper and cut it. You just have to put all these little holes in it so the air can get through. So this is so much easier. I also take a little bit, I don't have it right here, but I'll just tell you what I'm going to do next. You'll see when I fast forward, I'm going to spray it still with a little bit of cooking spray to help keep it from sticking, because when the cheese starts to ooze out. Here we go. I was so excited about the meatloaf all, forming together really nice, and then I was looking at my recipe to see what I do next, and I forgot. Got to make a sauce. Half of it goes on now, and then the other half goes on at the end. So it's really quick and easy. 1 cup of, this is the sugar-free ketchup I was telling you about. So I'm going to put it in a little bowl, 1 cup of the sugar-free ketchup. And then I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of the brown sugar replacement. This is the Sucrun Gold, and the other brand you can buy is Sorbet, if they have it in stock. It was out of stock last time when I ordered on Amazon. So you can get the Sucrun Gold. I put these little tabs in here so I can remember what's in here. So Sucrun Gold, 0 points, brown sugar replacement, and then here's the the other tablespoon of minced garlic that I reserved. It's going to go in there. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to do some Worcestershire sauce. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire. Usually I have these separated, but 1 tablespoon. And then we also need to add the red wine vinegar, and that's going to be 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. It's going in with the sauce. I think I've got all of it except for the pinch of cayenne pepper. Here's cayenne pepper. So I'm going to take a little bit out. I'm going to put a pinch. We like a little spicy, so it might be a little more than a pinch. I'm going to whisk this together and pour it over this. Fast forward it so you can see it. Okay, I've covered the top of it. Now I'm going to put this back in the air fryer oven. One thing is, of course, it's got the holes in the bottom, so it's going to leak. Not only did it leak on this, which I'm going to put a pan under this before I move it over there, put it in the air fryer oven, but it's going to leak, on the tray below. So I always cover my tray below, the one at the very bottom of the air fryer oven. I always cover it with foil. So then when I'm done, whenever I cook, no matter what I make in there, I just pull it out, throw it away, easy cleanup. So this is not going to be a problem. It's going to go in the air fryer oven now. Oh, and then, just so you'll know, it's going to go in the air fryer oven at 350 for about 25-30 minutes. I am going to put an internal thinking of my grandchild, internal temperature probe in there So when it hits 160 or 170, I think it says 160 internal temperature, it will beep and let me know. I just bought this electronic one today, so I'm going to try this out and see if it works, because I needed one, just a regular internal temperature probe, and I didn't have one. I had one for candy, go figure. So here it goes. Okay, I've got everything in, well, the meatloaf cooking in the air fryer oven. You probably can hear it. I just wanted to show you, this is the probe I got today. Some of you probably already have fancy stuff like this, but I've been wanting to get one, and I happened to be at Kohl's and they had it, because I was going to order one off Amazon, but I really needed it for today, and they had things on sale for President's Day today. So it's, you know, an internal thermometer. You set the temperature. I'm going to stick this into the meatloaf, and you shut the oven door, and it's going to beep and let me know when it hits 160. We'll see how this works, and I'll let you know. Okay, you can probably hear it going. I just want to show you. It has a little magnetic thing, so it just sticks right onto the side of your pan. There's a little bit of, you know, metal here, or stainless steel. So the probe sticks right there, and it's going to let me know, you know, as the temperature is rising, the internal temperature, I can see it. And then of course when I hit 160, it's supposed to beep and let me know. See? Okay, I love gadgets. Just had to tell you, I forgot to turn it on. Anyway, it's on now, but it's really cool because the left side of it shows what the temperature is, and the meatloaf right now, which says 78 Fahrenheit. On the right, it shows 160, which is my target. So, pretty cool. Okay, while the meatloaf is cooking, I'm going to put some frozen corn on the cob in my Instant Pot. I'm going to put 1 cup. You know what, actually, because it's frozen, I don't need to put a whole cup of water, because it has water in it. You only need to really put like about half of the water in the Instant Pot. So what's so nice about having an Instant Pot in an air fryer oven, because you can do other stuff while they're cooking. So we're going to have corn on the cob to go with this. I have some frozen corn on the cob. I'm going to put it here in my Instant Pot pressure cooker, and I'm going to set it for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. I think 2 or 3 is what I did last time. Once it gets, you know, to full pressure, it'll only take 2 or 3 minutes. So this will be all done by the time the meatloaf's done, and then we'll throw a salad together. And so our dinner is only going to be like 5.7, depending on how much dressing my husband puts on his salad. But anyway, it's going to be a nice, yummy dinner, and anything I feel for a nice dinner that can be under 10 points is a win-win. I'm sure you know what I mean. So I'm going to fast forward this. Okay, almost done. My little timer went off on my internal thermometer probe temperature thing. Pretty cool. Anyway, and it was all golden brown. So I took the rest of the sauce, as you can see, and put it on top. I put it in a little pan here. That's going to go back in my Instant Pot air fryer for like 5 more minutes. And then it's supposed to set for 5 to 10 minutes before you cut it, because of all the cheese in it. So that's what's happening next. And meanwhile, I made a salad, and I got the corn on the cob all done. We're going to have some dinner pretty soon. Yes, we are, honey. Okay, everything's all finished. So exciting watching that little gadget that I bought, that little internal thermometer beep at 160, because I kept looking at it. And also halfway through, I kind of rotated the meatloaf around in the air fryer, because one side was cooking a little bit more. So, you know, keep an eye on it. My corn is all done. Everything's all ready. I've let this set for 5 to 10 minutes. I've got a nice salad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it now. So let's cross our fingers and see what it looks like. It should have the ham and the cheese right in the middle. This here I put makes 4 servings. It actually probably makes more. Gosh, this is looking really good. Slicing right through it. Oh wow, it looks so good. This is a little bit of basil, and see if I can zoom in a little bit on this so you can see it. Wrong way. I'm going to try. See if I can get this a little closer so you, whoops, it needs to go back further. But anyway, So now I've been slicing it very carefully because I'm slicing through the ham and the mozzarella cheese. And oh, it's so good. It's probably better than when I made it years ago. The air fryer oven it cooks so nice, and my kitchen's not even hot. And there's the pieces of cheese. You can see the cheese has got a nice little crust on the top. And this sauce is a little spicy. It is so good. I was just sampling it. Oh wow. It's kind of late for dinner, but it's okay. I put here that per serving it was 5 points because I thought it would make 4 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably even a little more than that. So we can actually have like 1.5 of these. Pretty cool. I'm chopping off my head right now, but I just wanted you to see. Let me see if I can get this zoomed in a little bit more. But if you can see it or not, let me see if I can zoom it in. How it looks like in the middle. Whoop. Okay, I'm losing my food now. Kind of hard doing this backwards at the monitor, but oh, this way. This way. Okay, I'm keeping it real. I am so hungry. I hope you got a kick out of all of this that I'm doing. I'm losing my lemons here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dish this up for my husband and I. And we're going to finally have some dinner. And it's only 5 points. Like I said, salad. I've got the Olive Garden Italian Light. It's only 1 point. Corn on the cob, I use I can't believe it's not butter light, so it's only going to be 1 point. So it's going to be a very yummy low point dinner. I hope you enjoyed it. If I could rank this one, I have my own separate spreadsheet where I rate them all 1 to 5. This one here, I would rate it probably a 9 or 10 if I could. It tastes so good. I hope you enjoyed my videos. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. It keeps growing every day. I see comments from you guys. I'm just truly blessed to be retired and to be able to cook healthy, keep off 80 pounds that I've lost on WW, and hopefully help you with your journey too, because it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. And what a wonderful lifestyle this is. So please share my channel with others, and I will post the printable recipe to this will be on my website at amazinghealthyrecipe.com. You will also see this on the YouTube, where you can go to it and you can actually print the PDF and have it in front of you to be able to use it. So I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. I'll see you on my next video. I'm losing my voice. Bye.